It's 6:19. I guess I can get a coffee at 6:30. I'm never really sure what time Whole Foods opens and provides me with my coffee, but today I'm going to find out. I didn't make any video yesterday because I was working on the existing ones, doing a little research on YouTube itself, how it works. I updated some of the videos and worked on some of the keywords. Very foggy this morning, and it's quite cool. And this fog in LA is pretty common. My chores today were to get my laundry done. But while my laundry was washing, I got to buy tea. Maybe that'll stop me from having to break into my bus so often. On the way back to the laundromat, I stopped in at an art store, which has always looked pretty interesting to me. I was reminded that color is always very exciting to me. I might have gotten carried away shooting all the colors. Though I'm not an artist, or this kind of artist, I'm not a painter, I admire those people who spend their time doing this sort of stuff. Well, it's back to the chores now. These machines always confuse me. I put my money in, and then I'm looking at all the buttons, and I'm trying to figure out what buttons to push. So the money goes in. Then I got to figure out which is which. Top one, bottom one. Oh yeah, it's the top one. So I push the button, it doesn't start. Now I gotta go, where does the start button? Oh, there it is. So I've got to be back in 25 minutes. And now what am I going to do for 25 minutes? I was going to clean my bus, but that's not even a start at cleaning my bus. I guess I'm going to have to figure out something. One side of the aisle is blurry Halloween gear, and the other side of the aisle is all the stuff that's come out for Christmas. I would have hoped they'd wait till one event was over before they start the other one. So, what you see here is my lunch. Well, after lunch I spent most of the day sitting here communicating with the model that I'm going to shoot tomorrow, and marketing that service as much as I could. So at the moment I've got, I guess, 3 photo shoots in the next 2 weeks. And it's important to get them kind of booked up because Christmas is coming and everything slows down. So I'll have to clean up the bus tomorrow. But I tell people that almost every day, in fact every day, while I'm sitting here, somebody comes along and I have a nice long chat with very interesting people. Generally it happens multiple times every day. And I've been back in Venice Beach now for, I guess, 4 or 5 days. And I've had probably about that number of people, 4 or 5 people, come up to me and say, oh, it's good to see you back here. Meaning they remember me from 6 months ago and had some chat or two with me in the past. So kind of all day long I'm talking to new people, strangers, or waving at and talking to some of the people that I've met here last time. So for those people who think that living in a bus or living on the road or anything like that is lonely, they're crazy. It could only be lonely if you cause people to be afraid of you, like maybe you're trying to live in a stealth van and sneak around. Bus stands out. It's not stealth, so everybody knows I'm living in it, and they know exactly the corner to find me when they need me. In fact, the other day somebody came by and borrowed some tools and left me with a skateboard, and I didn't see him for 2 days, but he came back and he returned the tools and he got his skateboard back. So you become a part of the neighborhood in just a matter of days. Now I'll play a little clip from what happened a few minutes ago with a new person I just met. I told him just to play with his dog for a moment while I shot him, and then we would introduce him in a moment. Daisy?
This is Daisy.
Yeah,
Her name is Daisy.
And what's your name?
She's 17 weeks old. My name is Corey. It's Corey and Daisy.
So we're going to see your YouTube channel running soon too, right?
Yeah.
And I ran out of battery, but I'll see him tomorrow and we'll update you with new links. Before it gets dark, I'm going to go treat myself to some tacos. Some awesome tacos. I like them. They're like $2.50 for a fish taco with some, I'll show you when I get it. These scooters are very popular here. You put in you use your phone and it costs you like $1 or something. And the bikes are not so common, but there's lots of them. Lots of choices. It's rush hour. These guys set up on the side of the road every night. I've never stopped here because there's always been a lineup. Asked him how much these are, and he had tacos for $1.25, plus all that stuff you can add to them. I bought 4 and smothered them in guacamole. So, if you like this video, I hope you subscribe. YouTube has a policy about monetization. They won't monetize, or they won't start a new account for monetization until I have 1,000 subscribers. I've been doing this a couple of months and I've only got 40. Subscribing and liking the videos is how you would reward the creator. Now, if you don't like it, you could just move on to another channel. I mean, there's lots of them that'll entertain you in a different way. But if you do like it, or you appreciate the effort that I put into doing this, even though it seems minimal, it's quite a bit, then please subscribe. If you'd like to join me in a meal like this, just come and visit. All that time I would give you would be free, same as this video. However, if you don't like it, or something wrong with it, maybe you'd make some comments about this awesome taco that I bought. I'm not sure eating in front of people is very pretty. I photograph models and I never let them put things in their mouth. Because it causes a number of different problems. Anyway, I'm going to leave you, so please like, subscribe, and tune in tomorrow. See what I'm doing tomorrow. Might be just about the same, which is not a whole lot, but in fact, no matter how little it is you do in a day, you can probably make it interesting. The biggest payback that I get from making videos is being able to look at my day, or that day I had a couple of days ago, and find out how fascinating it actually was. Because when you get to my age, there isn't much that you do that's new. It's kind of like you've done almost everything. So doing something like sleeping in a bus at night, it's something I did when I was 18 when I went camping. And certainly after a year and a half of doing this, I'm comfortable with it. So now I'm just going to eat. I sped up this last little bit. I don't really eat this fast, but I need to remind you again to like the video and subscribe.